Home with Q. What holiday tradition makes you and your family feel festive this time of year?
Baking. The cookies.
Baking,
in fact,
the cookies.
We started yesterday and we're doing more tonight. The cookies.
Chocolate chips.
I'm doing chocolate chips. My wife made Italian cookies last night. So
Like pizzelles?
No, we kind of crank them through a machine. They're like they have little ridges in them with sugar on them. It's a classic Italian sugar cookie. Oh my gosh, I've eaten about 50 of them already.
And the chocolate chip. What else?
Chocolate chip and then the peanut butter, like with the little chocolate in the middle.
Blossoms.
The blossoms. There you go.
Peanut butter blossoms with the chocolate kiss in the middle. So good.
Yeah.
All right, now Chef Rick Roman is back with us to talk about Vitamix.
Yep.
This is the Vitamix Creations II 48-ounce 13-in-1 variable speed blender. This one has variable speeds. How many speeds?
So it's 10 speeds, and then you can also take any ingredient, whole foods, this is what Vitamix is known for, and turn it into delicious smoothies, hot soups, peanut butters. Vitamix has been in business over 100 years. We've sold over 1.3 million machines here on QVC.
Right.
And what I love about it is, let's just start right off. We're going to make soup, but imagine if we took cold ingredients. These are cold pantry ingredients.
All chilled.
We're going to put them on the machine behind me. In 6 minutes, this is going to go from cold ingredients to piping hot soup. And think about that.
What kind of soup?
This is a simple sweet potato soup. So some leftover baked potato, sweet potato, a little bit of low-fat yogurt, a little bit of stock, a little bit of salt and pepper. Nothing fancy, but it's going to look like a
cinnamon or nutmeg in there?
A little bit of nutmeg. How did you know that?
Yes.
How did you know? But the same machine that can make hot soup in 6 minutes is going to make your whole fruit smoothie. So what are we talking about? We're talking about solid fruits and vegetables, all that great nutrition that we want to try to get into our diet. Watch what happens when we turn this on. Now, when we talk about Vitamix, David, we're talking about 2 horsepower working with laser-cut stainless steel blades that never dull or need to be sharpened. And they literally hold the ingredients down into the bottom of the bowl. But what I love about Vitamix is that at any point, I can add ingredients while the machine is running. In fact, I'm going to take raw celery and I'm just going to drop it in. How about raw carrots? They disappear. And then if I want to chill this down a little bit, no problem. I don't have to turn the motor off. And this is what I love about Vitamix, the power, the engineering, and design. Now at home, you're going to let this finish, right? But I'm going to take you inside so you can see the difference between Vitamix and every other machine. This is what we call the Vitamix Vortex. So that's the powerful motor, the container, and the blades working as a system to pull the ingredients down into the blades thousands of times per minute. So that's why we can make soup in 6 minutes, smoothies with whole fruits and vegetables, but we can also make ice cream. Now, do you have to do colors before we get to ice cream? You do get the colors.
All right, now, we have this in the slate. We have this in the red. Then we have lemon cream. 250 in lemon cream, willow blue. 125 white. 5 dozen in the white, black. 30 and true teal. Only 30 there as well. This ordinarily, if purchased separately, would be $479. We are 202 pennies less. Whew. $200 and 2 pennies less, I should say. And free ship, which is $16.72. That's 2 large pies on a night you don't want to cook.
2 large pies. So while our smoothie is finishing next door, the same machine that's making soup and smoothie can also make frozen desserts. And I think the reason people get so excited and why you see thousands of 5-star reviews with Vitamix is because literally, David, you can take any frozen fruit out of your freezer. This is strawberries. In here I have a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of vanilla, half and half, and I'm going to put in some ice. This is going to become a strawberry cheesecake ice cream. I take the lid plug out. Now we're going to use the tamper. The tamper is an original patent design of Vitamix. And I love the fact that I can simply push those ingredients right down into the blades, and the powerful motor, the blades, and the container all work together as a system to literally bring the frozen ingredients together so that in about 15 seconds, we have now made a delicious, creamy, frozen cheesecake ice cream. Now let's take a look at this. Remember, frozen strawberries. We had some cream cheese, some vanilla, and half, but let's take a look at the texture here, because when we talk about Vitamix, we talk about texture and flavor. Those were solid frozen strawberries in there, and I want you to see how creamy.
So solid frozen strawberries, and what else?
Cream cheese, vanilla, half and half sugar, and a little bit of ice. That's it.
Yum.
Little
tastes like summertime.
A little tartness of the cream cheese.
It tastes like summertime.
Yeah. So Let's come back to our whole food juice, Robert. 3 pounds of solid fruits and vegetables. You saw me put in here raw carrot, raw celery. There was grapes, pineapple with the core, 11 fruits and vegetables. But look at the way this pours. Silky smooth. You don't see any lumps, bumps, or chunks. You just get that gorgeous, delicious, smooth texture. And over 100,000 restaurants around the world choose to use Vitamix blenders because of this result. And you're talking about Orange Julius, Dairy Queen, Smoothie King, the Tropical Smoothie Cafe, and the world's largest coffee shop chain, and that's why. Look at the bottom of the container. There's nothing left. It's completely liquefied. That is the Vitamix difference. And here's how they decide on using Vitamix. They do what's called a spread test, and I love doing this because a lot of people compare themselves to Vitamix. We're going to pour our smoothie out on a white plate. Now, if there was anything that wasn't perfectly blended, you would see it. But I'm going to pour this on the plate, and I want you to see something. When I spread this out, you don't see any lumps, bumps, no seed, pith, or pulp. It is completely liquefied. That is the difference between Vitamix and every other machine. And it's 13 different appliances in one.
And it's smooth like velvet.
Smooth like velvet. And we're going to show you how this is going to be your hot soup and hot sauce maker. Oh, by the way, it's the whole food juicer. We just showed you that. Then it's an ice cream maker. It's being a peanut butter maker. We're going to make peanut butter in a minute. A whole ice crusher so you can make those frozen drinks. A food processor. Then it's a chopper. How about a cheese grater? Then if you want to use it as a blender or a stick blender to make baby food, things like that. A hand mixer for whipped creams. A blender for just your milkshakes. It's a fondue maker. It's even a meat grinder. Now, it's been about 6 minutes since we put our soup on, David.
Time for soup.
Remember when we started, this was cold ingredients, okay? I just want you to take a look at this here. When I open the slid, take a look at this. We're talking steaming hot soup. We didn't heat this up. It was the power of the motor, the friction of the blades, and the design of the container to make a homemade, simple sweet potato soup that is silky smooth, piping hot, using leftovers out of the pantry.
It's restaurant quality.
You want to talk about a delicious, gorgeous 5-star restaurant soup. Take a taste of that. Look at that. And we just did that by turning the machine on. Wow. And I get, and
I mean, that is something that you would expect a caterer to whip up.
exactly. And here's one of my favorite things. Vitamix said when we made this appliance, we wanted to make it to be easy to clean, nothing to take apart, a little bit of soap and water. All I do is put the lid on, turn the machine on high, and the machine was designed to lift the soap and water up and down in the container and clean it from top to bottom. So instead of scrubbing and doing things like you would have to do with an ordinary appliance, I just give this a quick rinse, and look at this, cleaned out right down to the bottom of the blade. So you can just put that in the dry rack and it's ready to go.
Really, really lovely. Now, we've got color choices.
Yep, let me get out of your way.
Important for you to choose the color that works best for you. This is slate. I have red. This is lemon cream. Don't forget the willow blue, the white, 50 in white, the black, fewer than 2 dozen left in black, fewer than 24, and then true teal. 24. 2 dozen.
2 dozen.
2 dozen. All right, what are you making here, sir?
So we're going to make a whole fruit margarita because the number one complaint people have about the blenders, it can't crush the ice. Well, we're going to use whole orange, whole lemon, whole lime. So a lime. I'm putting whole fruits in here. I just took the skin off the lemon, lime, and orange. Tequila, a little bit of triple sec. Then we're going to put our ice in. And we said over 100,000 restaurants around the world use Vitamix. You know, you go to those 5-star resorts. Well, it's because of this. Filled it all the way up to the top. As soon as you flip that switch, you're getting over 100 years, David, of the commitment from the family at Vitamix, which, by the way, is still the same family-owned company today in Cleveland.
Right.
And they stand behind this machine, not with a 30 or 60-day warranty, but a 5-year warranty that states in writing, in the unlikely event that anything should go wrong under normal use, Vitamix is going to fix it or replace it for free. But it's this result you get. So whether it's the smoothie, the soup, the ice cream, or your frozen margarita, and you saw what I put in here, whole orange, whole lemon.
Perfect pour.
Whole
Look at this.
Look at this pour. 5 cups of ice, and it looks as creamy.
Not watery.
Not watery.
Not gloppy and icy.
No, just perfect.
Perfect consistency. And then maybe we hit it with a fresh lime.
And then we should toast, I think.
Okay, sure.
I mean, I think that would be
To the
appropriate.
holiday season?
To the holiday season. I wish
to you, friend.
everybody a happy holiday.
It's going down like candy.
Oh, that's good. It's holiday time.
Have to Uber to the airport. All right, now, very nice. Good to see you, my friend.
Same here. Thank
Happy
you,
holidays to you.
Same to you.
Rachel, can you remind us?